Imagine this. You've spent years perfecting your craft as a software engineer, yet you feel stuck, undervalued, and replaceable. Why do some engineers rise to the top, transforming their careers into empires, while others stay trapped as cogs in the machine? Do you think Sam Altman reached the heights of power at OpenAI because of technical brilliance alone? Or that Jonathan Ive became the design visionary at Apple just by being good at his craft? The truth is far more complex and strategic. Today we'll uncover hidden strategies inspired by the 48 laws of power. These aren't just tips, they're tools to reshape your career and climb to the very top. Stick around to discover why loyalty might be your greatest weakness, how to turn invisibility into an advantage, and the one mindset shift that will transform how others see you. The harsh reality of being an executor. At the bottom of the corporate hierarchy, software engineers often find themselves as executors, critical but replaceable cogs in the machine. They build, they code, but they don't call the shots. They're seen as technical people who are valued for their skill, but not necessarily for their strategic thinking or leadership potential. Law number 1: never outshine the master. One of the biggest mistakes engineers make is trying to impress their superiors with their technical brilliance. While you might think that showing off your skills will get you noticed, it can often lead to resentment or fear from your boss. Instead, let the people above you shine. Support their success and make sure you're indispensable without overshadowing them. The way Sam Altman gained power at OpenAI wasn't just through his technical knowledge. He understood the importance of managing power dynamics and playing his cards at the right time. He never made himself a threat to his superiors, but he made himself indispensable. So, how can you apply this law? Focus on being excellent at your craft while strategically positioning yourself as someone who makes those above you look good. You'll rise faster than you think. Loyalty, your greatest weakness. In the tech industry, you're often told to be loyal to your company, to its mission, to its people. But here's the harsh truth. Companies don't owe you loyalty. You may be working for a company today, but tomorrow you could be replaced without a second thought. Law number 15, crush your enemy, totally. This doesn't mean you have to backstab or manipulate anyone, but it does mean you need to understand the power dynamics. If you become too loyal to a company or a team, you're essentially putting your career in their hands. Look at Jonathan Ive at Apple. He wasn't just loyal to the company, he was loyal to his vision and his personal brand. When he left Apple, he took his power with him and made the transition to his own projects. He had created a reputation so strong that even Apple itself couldn't replace him easily. Actionable takeaway: don't place all your bets on one company. The best thing you can do is create a reputation for yourself. Build your skills, your personal brand, and your network so that no matter where you go, you can leverage those assets for your own success. Turn invisibility into power. At the start of your career, you might feel invisible. As a junior or mid-level engineer, your contributions are important, but they don't always get the recognition they deserve. But what if you could turn this invisibility into a strategic advantage? Law number 3, conceal your intentions. Many engineers make the mistake of trying to be everywhere at once, taking on too much, and letting everyone see what they're working on. This can dilute your value and make you seem like just another worker. Instead, keep your goals and plans close to your chest. Focus on excelling in the shadows. Sam Altman didn't make a spectacle of himself early on. Instead, he quietly built his influence behind the scenes, letting others believe he was just part of the background. Then, when the time came, he made his move and took the power he deserved. Play your cards close to your chest. Let others believe you're just getting by while you gather knowledge, skills, and strategic allies. When the time comes, your move will be more powerful, because it won't be expected. The mindset shift. Mastering perception. The way others perceive you has a massive impact on how you can climb the corporate ladder. To rise in power, you must alter their perception of you. Law number 6. Court attention at all costs. This doesn't mean you should be loud or disruptive. It means you need to be visible in the right ways so people can't ignore you. Just as Sam Altman did, you must be a constant, subtle presence that others can't afford to overlook. If you want to rise, you need to stand out, but in ways that don't put you at odds with those in higher positions. Think of it like Jonathan Ive's journey at Apple. His designs were so revolutionary that they became Apple's identity. When you become indispensable through your contributions, you turn yourself from a replaceable engineer into an irreplaceable asset. Actionable takeaway: start positioning yourself as someone whose skills can't be ignored. Build a strong personal brand within the company, and be strategic about when and how you show your value. So, what can you take away from today's video? Mastering the 48 laws of power is about more than just being good at your craft. To rise from being a replaceable executor to a leader in your field, you need to think strategically, play the game, and most importantly, shift your mindset. Don't be loyal to companies that won't be loyal to you. Turn invisibility into a strategic advantage. And always remember, in the game of power, it's not just what you know, it's how you play the game. The question now is, are you ready to apply these laws and reshape your career? In our next video, we'll dive into real-world scenarios, giving you practical steps and strategies you can use right now to implement the 48 laws of power in your daily work life. Stay tuned and get ready to make power moves in your career.